Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose.
In my recollection, the great Chadwick Boseman is known as Chad. I remember seeing him with incense burning in his afro as he, walked around the campus. I think I knew then that he was special, but I didn't think he was special because so many people were special. Susan Kelechi Watson, Camila Forbes, these are culture bearers of our time. And he is also a culture bearer of our time. He was different because he was extremely diasporically curious and knowledgeable, as is seen even in his early works. His understanding of the Black aesthetic, the diasporic aesthetic, and how important it was to the way we tell each other stories about ourselves, and how important stories were to how we collectively self-identified. He knew his power quite early. Howard is about transformational becoming. You do not come out the same, and therefore what you do after will be incredibly different no matter what it is.
The best piece of advice that I received from a professor was, when you go out here into the world, remember that you are not just an actor, you are a Black actor. That really touched me because I look at the work that I'm doing now, like on this very, very Black television show, telling these Black stories, all of these Black people looking to you to represent for the culture. I get it. It's being an actor and being a Black actor is two totally different things. You have a totally different responsibility. You have a higher level of expectation. So that really prepped my mindset for where I am now.
Hold on, you hearing that? Ooh! Man, I never felt more alive. Yo, when this song drop right here, the people not gonna know what to do. You feel me? I feel me. See, because this is the perfect song to end my debut album, the R.A.P. rap sheet. Ooh! But this ain't no rap sheet. A collection of criminal records and cold cases and caged names made law mocking constitutions. The rap sheet. Records of arrests and prosecutions. Nah, this is the R.A.P. rap sheet. When my story ain't reduced to codes and charges. When my homies ain't dropping quicker than singles and heartless poets ain't dispersing drama in verses but begetting blessings, because that's what rebirth is. The R.A.P. rap sheet. Woo! Where Black lives remain immortal in our memory. Because I'm alive on this earth. I hope you hear me.
I am Tyree Hope Davis. I am an actor, storyteller, poet, artistic activist. I am a recent BFA graduate of the Chadwick A. Boseman College of Fine Arts. My experiences at Howard University really encouraged me to figure out who I was. And literally our first assignment was an assignment called I Am, where you just come to the camera and you say who you are. And then our last senior showcase, we actually made like a short video clipping announcing to ourselves, to the industry, to the world, who we were. And so I think with that strong sense of figuring out who you are as a human being, as an artist, I was able to then tap into like the truth, which is sometimes hard, which is sometimes difficult to say. And so with that experience and that like community around me to figure out who I was, what the story I wanted to tell was, I was able to write those things into my play.
So the Department of Theater Arts is dedicated to the continued growth and development of the African diasporic experience through the study and practice of theater arts. How do we do that? We employ research, performance, production. We employ the education of emerging professionals to nurture collaborative, multi-hyphenate, interdisciplinary, holistic leaders who are prepared to drive change and solve problems. That's what we do. What does that look like? It looks like we are a hub of the Black dramatic narrative intelligence. We are a haven for its legacy, and we are a preeminent training ground for its aesthetic cultural activism.
When I first did Shakespeare, I did it like this. And I learned that that was necessary. Bringing who I am to the role was good enough. Bringing myself to the role was the foundation to build on when it comes to creating a character. So I think that's what Howard gave me as far as being a Black actress.
I feel like the industry has these phases where they choose their favorites, and that's why you see the same face over and over with everything. So I will say we are not given a lot of opportunities. Can you find a lot of opportunities and take them and create opportunities? Absolutely. And they need Black people right now. So no, we're not given a lot of opportunities, but do we take them? Do we create them? Yes.
What inspired me to write a play about Freddie Gray and the riots that took place in Baltimore were three different things, really. The first was I wanted to rekindle my relationship with my city, because growing up, when I was looking at colleges to go to, I was really looking at Howard as a place to run away from Baltimore rather than to run towards a goal that I had in mind. And there's a lot of negative stigma that is projected about Baltimore City and about my people. And so I wanted to challenge myself to look at my city in a more positive light and humanize the city and the people in there.
I had a little girl, she couldn't have been more than 8, come up to me and tell me, I love you, oh my gosh. And I'm like, you're not even supposed to be watching this show. But those are the types of experience that really hit home when you see a little Black girl and you know that she's watching you. That's what they meant when they said you are not just an actor, you are a Black actor.
I think the Department of Theater Arts and Howard University fulfill their mission, which is to prepare leaders who drive change and solve problems with their disciplines, very simply. How they go about doing that, their pedagogical practices and approaches vary. There's the typical education that you would expect on any university campus for sure, but there's a kind of learning of self that is also happening, a sort of supplemental education, aside from the practical and direct instruction that is received. And I also think that the environment is like a initiation. It's an environment of initiation. And you have to work to cross the line. They say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I think if you can make it on Howard's campus, you can make it anywhere.
Howard's legacy is not wrapped up in the money that you will make, but the challenges that you choose to confront. As you commence to your past, press on with pride and press on with purpose. God bless you. I love you, Howard. Howard forever.